Welcome to East Lansing, Michigan. This afternoon at the place they call the Woodshed, on the banks of the Red Cedar, home to the Michigan State Spartans, where they are ready to start another campaign. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Spartans will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And you dream about the season starting and what might happen, and you kick the ball out of bounds right off the bat. Everybody just settle down. We got a long season to go. The offense lining up for a first down play. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. It's Robbins. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground to try to pick up the first.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They grab the early lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First down for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Firing to the right, complete.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. Got some room to run. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Coming after him. He's going to run it. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time, able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incomplete...
They stripped it out, and he falls on top of his own fumble. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
RD, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Grabbed behind the line, it's Fox. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Snowed under by the defense.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Spits it out to the back. Complete out of the backfield. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Spartans are flying down the field. Gets it out quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers.
Pass on the way. It's picked off.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
This time he's got his man. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. Off the RPO, complete. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive.
Open runway ahead. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Using his legs, it's Fox. Jukes his way for more. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. The Yellow Jackets have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. That's reeled in. It's Lester. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Pick up for 5. It'll be third down and 5. And the Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Pulls it in. It's Fox. Obliterates him, still on the move. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, he'll let it fly. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's caught. It's Robbins. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to crank up the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking. Very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Right on target this time. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
He's got his man. Smashes through. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's got the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
At the 35, he's open. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So instead of having a first down, they'll back it up. The offensive pass interference that defenses everywhere wish would be called more often. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Running back goes in motion. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ortiz. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Holds and fires complete to the right. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gonna take a shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the punishment has been extended. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. He's going to pass. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him to
makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. A full dive to haul that one in. After an unproductive first half and opening drive in the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first down. They're trying to get to it. He looks that one in nicely. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Spartans!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, this game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7.
That makes the score Georgia Tech 28, Michigan State 7.
Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection.
And everything is going right. I mean, off a deflection, you've already scored a bunch of points, you got the lead, Palmer, everything that they've dialed up so far, it seems like it's working just fine.
And you just feel for the defense on that play, too, because obviously they've been making mistakes, and they've given up a lot of big plays. We've seen missed tackles. Finally, an opportunity maybe to get an interception. Just some ray of hope or something to look back on positively in this game. And again, like you said, David, it just has not been their day today.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Looking to go up top on first down. Release to the back. Oh, he makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Going for 6. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No. Out of bounds. Oh, so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Oh, it's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Makes the catch. It's Robbins. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Offense working from the pistol. He wants to throw here on second down. Scrambling away. Makes his connection. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Reads it, fires complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Yellow Jackets are threatening on 1st and goal. Wide out in motion. The give from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quickly complete. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown.
Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the stomping has commenced.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Got his man quickly. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Wants to throw on first down. Grabs it in the middle. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. The official says no good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge.
Michigan State 7.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to